I am a huge fan of Soulsborne games. In fact, I am a firm believer in beating the shit out of you in order to get back up and do better. That is the best quality of Souls games. Only those strong of heart can beat Dark Souls. Or so I thought. Demon Souls sort of bends this universal role within Souls games. It isn't hard. The face of Dark Souls is the difficult perception of the game's design. In Demon Souls, the level design is very straightforward and not challenging. The bosses are easy. Level up and progression is so incredibly easy. I came into Demon Souls Remake after beating Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Those are two huge titles to compare with. I realize that this is only a remake of the original Souls game, but I came in with high hopes that were crushed mercilessly. That brings me to another topic of discussion: boss design. The bosses in Demon Souls are mostly shit. The only bosses that had any sort of mix-up in overall difficulty were Old King Allant and Flame Lurker. Those were some cool-ass bosses with decent design. Penetrator was fun as well. Bosses like Old Monk, Storm King, Dragon God, and Phalanx were jokes. Old Monk isn't even a real boss. It has the moveset of a regular player with a cloth on his head, not to mention extremely weak. Storm King was a pain in the ass that you had to wait for its lard ass to hover over you to put out damage. Dragon God, you don't even fight, you just sneak around and shoot spears into it like it's Resident Evil 3. And Phalanx is a bunch of Spartan LARPers who spam spears until you burn all of them. And the last boss of the game, the biggest disappointment of this game, is False King Allant. He's just an STD-filled blob of shit that throws an arm every 30 seconds. We just put that guy out of his misery. There was no triumphant feeling of an accomplishment beating Demon Souls. Just the feeling of a few dozen hours of wasted time. Not to mention, the game is like 15 to 20 hours max, extremely short and unfulfilling. These are my biggest issues with Demon Souls. One good thing I will compliment is how beautiful the game really is. That is the one redeeming factor of this train wreck FromSoft developed. I know my opinion will be controversial, but that's okay. Maybe if you play Demon Souls as your first Souls game, it would be a quick warm-up for the rest of the series. I could see that. But I was mostly disappointed with the game. So anybody watching this wondering, should you play Demon Souls? I will say, it is completely up to you. These are just my opinions and everybody has them. Thanks for watching. See ya.